Hi guys, it's me again. I suppose my daughter's at school, might as well just do this again. I don't know why. It's like torture. But I like the community that everybody has on Flosstube, so I want to be a part of it. I don't want FOMO anymore. So I figured I'd do the Know Your Needleworker tag. I got the questions off of Carolyn Mazzio's video. I just wish somebody would have written it all down somewhere so I could have just found it, unless somebody did and I just couldn't find it. But I guess we will start. And I forgot to mention in my last video that my name is Savannah, but if you couldn't tell from the channel name, so we'll start. Question number 1 is, where do you live? I live in Colorado, in Colorado Springs. I've been here since 2010. I grew up in Wisconsin and Minnesota, right on the border, so we moved back and forth a lot. When I was a child, went to a bunch of different schools. That's what we did. Number 2 is, what do I do for a living? I am a stay-at-home mom, a work-at-home mom. I have a vinyl business. That's, I don't put too much into it, but it's there. A little bit extra cash for stitchy goodness. What else? Okay, number 3. What are your hobbies other than stitching? I don't really have any other hobbies. I mean, I dabble in a few things. When I was 19, I learned how to knit, so I did that for a little while. And then I taught myself how to crochet, so I do that occasionally. I sew. I've quilted. What else? I read a lot. It's kind of like a one hobby at a time thing. I tried scrapbooking once, but that is not my thing. 1 second, the kid is calling me. Sorry about that. Troy was calling me because the cat wouldn't leave him alone. Which leads to the next question. Do you have any kids? I have 2, Olivia and Troy. Olivia is 4 and she goes to school in the afternoons. And Troy just turned 2. And I'm done. That's it. No more kids for me. I thought about becoming a surrogate, but my husband isn't really on board with that. He really isn't on board with that. And we thought about fostering too, but currently our living situation, we don't have enough room to foster anybody, so that might be in the future, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Number 5, do you have any pets? Yes, we have 3 cats. We have Aurora. She's a black tuxedo. She's a tripod as well. She lost her leg 2012. I was working at the Humane Society, and she came in and she would walk on her paw like this instead of like this. And so they thought maybe it was broken, but the x-rays showed that it was just nerve damage. So the weekend of my baby shower with Olivia, she had her leg removed, and then when I went back to work on Monday, it was already removed, and she was just, I couldn't handle the fact that she was in the cage with only 3 legs, and I knew she needed the exercise to strengthen up her other legs. So I thought about fostering her, took her home, didn't consult my husband at all. At the time, he was my boyfriend. Just brought her home, and she kind of grew on him, and she's been with us ever since. She's a butthead, a huge butthead, but she's crazy. We also have Zeus. He is a Maine Coon, right there. He's got a haircut, a little lion haircut, so he doesn't look as big as he is, but he's pretty huge. Zeus, my husband named him, just because he likes the name Zeus. We found him and his brother Orange, which is an orange tabby. They're brothers. Strangely enough, we found them when they were about 4 months old. They were hiding out under a truck that was parked on our street in 2011. Yeah, did I mention that? I don't know. And they stuck around, and I just I took them in. I really wanted cats again because I'm a real big cat person. So, and they've been with us ever since. They just turned 6 this month. Yeah, 6. Orange is a big orange tabby. And he's orange. I didn't think I was going to get to keep them. That's why I just named him Orange. So it was something easy to call him. It works. Number 6, what is your favorite movie? That's difficult. I really like a lot of movies. But I guess Harry Potter. My favorite one is the last 2. They're just the best. I have a hard time watching the first couple because they were so young and terrible at acting. But Harry Potter. Now, if only my husband liked Harry Potter, then those Harry Potter weekend movie marathon things, we'd get to watch them all the time. But my husband doesn't like Harry Potter, so yes, I know. Shame on him. Number 7, what is your favorite TV show? I love Game of Thrones. I'm a huge addict to Game of Thrones. Love it, love it, love it. I'm reading the series right now because I received the leather-bound copies, or the book set, for Christmas 2016. I'm on book 3 only, but that's because I read a lot of library books, so I always have to squeeze those in before they expire. I'm also watching Parks and Recs. I just binged the whole thing. I think I'm on the last season, and I haven't been able to watch it because I've been working on those bags, so I can't wait. I miss it. But that's it. I mean, I like a lot of shows. It's just I don't watch them very often. Oh, and the 100. That's like the only show my husband and I watch together, like pretty religiously. Like we can't watch an episode without the other there. That's the only show. It's pretty good. When we started it, I was like, wow, this is really crappy. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. But we kind of hung with it, and now we're pretty like, we need to watch it. So yeah. Favorite music? I mean, I like I don't know, that's a hard question too. I mostly just listen to what's on the radio. Like the same 6 songs that are played on the radio at all times. I don't know, if I were to open up my iTunes, that's such old music. I have some Jack Johnson. I have Reliant K. I don't know. I don't really buy albums. I just get one song here or there. I like a lot of stuff. Popular stuff, I guess. Favorite book? Harry Potter series, of course. Sure, Game of Thrones. I mean, it's really good now that I'm actually I don't have any library books available to me right now because everything that I want is not available. So I've been reading it a lot lately. It's pretty good. I mean, it's nice to compare it to the TV show. I'm just about to come up to the Red Wedding, I believe, so I'm excited to read how that all panned out in the book compared to the TV show. And I read a lot, on my Goodreads. I believe I'm at Sewlivi on Goodreads as well. I just have a lot. I like dystopian young adult books. That's my favorite. So I just go nuts. And they're usually trilogies, so it's just a whole bunch of books. Number 10 is, what one word describes you best? Awkward. Quiet. I mean, I'm definitely introverted. That's for sure. I guess. I don't know. I'm lazy. I procrastinate. The fun stuff. Number 11. Who inspired you to make videos? Everybody I watch. Really. I mean, I don't even know who the first YouTuber I started watching, but I know I watched almost every single video that the lovely Ray Mackenzie made. I really, I felt like we were besties, even though we've never met, and I've rarely ever commented, but I just felt like we could relate. But nobody really inspired me. I always just felt left out FOMO from the community. It just, everybody seems to love each other on Flosstube. So I was like, I can't miss out on that. So here I am, Laura. And then I guess there's this last one that was added in. What's your favorite snack? I don't know. I eat a lot of junk. I like pizza and chicken nuggets and french fries and steak, cake. See, all the bad stuff, but good, real good. That's it for the questions. I don't know. Just comment down below if you want to know anything else. I have a whole life of things that I have done. Some good, some bad. Things happen. You grow up and you learn. Other than that, I'm in the middle of watching Bendy Stitches Michelle. I really like her videos. And I know she's only on video number 3, but I really like her videos. She's pretty cool. But anyways, I guess I could show you Andromeda, my progress now that she's right here. I was working on her a little bit this morning. So this is what she looks like, finished. I don't know, this part right here is driving me. I just noticed that this was here, and it's kind of driving me bonkers. I wish that her dress just stopped right there, this little fluff. And then the rest of this was just rock for some reason. I don't know. Just looks good with her only having this little bit of dress or rags or whatever this might be. I don't know. I would convert that to rock, but I'd be afraid that I would get the coloring wrong. So yeah, she's so pretty. I really love that the glow-in-the-dark stitches actually make up the Andromeda constellation. That's what really got me on this. I mean, other than that she's pretty, but it really got me because it actually shows the constellation. And my husband's a big space nut, so I thought that was great. Anyways, here's my progress. I started this, when did I start this? Let me just flip in my planner real quick. I started her on the 20th. April 20th, I started her. Sorry for the straggles. I don't like to count too far away because then I usually end up messing up. So if I don't have any more stitches close by that are this color, I'll just, or you know, that aren't within counting distance, I'll just park it for a moment and then pick it up when I get close to it again. And this is it, and this is her butt, and the little whoosh, and the part that comes down, and her knee will be right here. I dyed this fabric myself. It was a 32 count gel blend I got from my LNS, and I just dyed it with a gray blue mix of Rit dye. Yep. I bought a different fabric for her, but a lot of people recommended this one instead of the other one, so it's fine by me. This was my first choice, so I had to frog out all this gray stuff last night, or at least most of it up to like here. I had to frog all this gray stuff. And I was so upset. It was because I was off by half a stitch. And I knew with all this 1/1 skin that will be right here that that was not gonna fly. So had to unpick it, and then I fixed it last night before bed. But yeah, she's coming along. Like, this is where I like to, I mean, if I was going to put it down and do something else, which will happen soon in May, this is where I like to, this amount of progress on a project is what I like when I put it down, because then that way when I pick it back up, I have a good spot. I could start here, I could start here, I could start, you know, I could start anywhere, not just one specific spot. So that's a pretty good reference point. Other than that, that's all I'm going to be working on until probably the 30th, until the 30th. Well, at least the evening, because the Under the Seesaw comes out at 5 p.m. my time, the day before the 1st. So I'll immediately start or pick that one up and do that one for the evening. What else? You want to see how I track my projects? Let's see, is this one okay to show? Let me see. I suppose so. There's not too much stuff. Don't mind my notes, my scribbles. So I have this planner is from Michaels. It was their recollection spiral, which they don't have anymore because they were seasonal. And then I heard that Erin Condren sued them or something like that because they're very similar to the Erin Condren planners. Anyways, I really, really like it, so I'm sad if it's gone. I might try a different style next year because I'm not going to pay the money for an Erin Condren. I'm just not. I've heard so many bad things, or at least, you know, people's experiences, and I just don't want to. Anyways, so I like the horizontal layout opposed to the vertical blocks, if you know what I'm talking about. But I just put a little stamp, and then I write cross stitch, and then reading, and then whatever we're watching. I'm unfortunately having to watch the playoffs, because that's all my husband watches. But I like to just track what I'm doing each day, and then what I'm reading each day, and then whatever else comes up. And then in the back, I made my Stitch from Stash budget. I just kind of track it that way. And then I have this. I wrote down all my projects I have, regardless if they're started or not. And then they're each, when I'm working on one, they get assigned a color. Like you can see, where's she? Well, the blue, which is the most. You see the dark blue, which was Aphrodite. Every day, I would just mark, just fill in the square. Half days were when I worked on like 2 projects, and then the black days are the days I honestly didn't get a chance to stitch at all. So yeah, you can see the light purple was oh goodness, Earth Dancer. The yellow was Giant Harry Potter. And then Aphrodite, and the green, all the green is the Under the Sea Sal. And then Andromeda got pink, or dark pink at least. So that's how I'm doing that. And then I'm doing a monthly one as well. I don't know, it's just fun. It's pretty to see. This is the monthly one, like if I worked on a project for the month. So I worked on Earth Dancer for January and February, and then I finished her. And then I got Aphrodite. It took 3 months. Yeah, 3 months to finish her, and she was already a little bit started, you know. And then every month for the Under the Sea Sal. It's just fun stuff. I don't know. Other than that, this is just a big pretty book. And I track other things like my orders for my vinyl business and stuff. That's about it. Anyways, thanks for watching.